you were a central figure in this. You were defeated in the 2021 snap election. There was evidence of a coordinated effort by supporters of the Chinese Communist Party, some of whom were seen in a meeting in Steveston with Trudeau Liberal Parm Baines that was captured on video and shared on WeChat. I grabbed that and turned that into a story, and that formed part of a major investigation that's referenced in the report. There were no charges after that investigation by the Office of the Commissioner of Canada Elections. But what do you say about the final report and its conclusions?
I think to summarize my feeling, I guess I can say that it's disappointing as expected, because there were not much of a hope I have on a hastily mandated commission like the one that we have seen. Your audience would probably be benefited to recall the path that we have come. Since the 2021 election, there has not been one day without any news that talk about foreign interference playing a key part in 2021. And yet the Liberal government has been trying to sweep all the allegations under the carpet, culminating to in 2022, I believe that would be in November 2022, when even Canada's security intelligence community was so frustrated that there are people who decided to risk their career and even their personal safety by becoming whistleblower to Canada's media, Global News and Globe and Mail specifically. And that had actually continued for a few months until 2023, in early 23 Q1, when the Liberals finally say, fine, okay, we're succumbing to this. And what they have done, instead of calling a full-scale commission to look into how wide and how deep the foreign interference issues in Canada has been, they ask David Johnston to be a special rapporteur. And Mr. Johnson, without calling important witnesses like Aaron O'Toole, had decided to draft his report, even send it to translation before he finally sat down with Mr. O'Toole. And of course, the report that came out from David Johnston was that nothing to see here, there's nothing, don't worry about it, trust me. And that was in 2023. And then we lost a few more months. More explosive data point was gathered by further whistleblowing events. And then finally, in September 2023, the Liberal government had decided to, okay, fine, we'll call a commission. And the commission was a very laser-focused, narrowed, it's not to see how foreign interference have penetrated and impacted Canada. But, in 2020, 2019 and 2021, certain specific areas, and to look at the alphabet soups of organizations that Justin Trudeau came up with in 2017, how effective it is, whether there's any room for improvement and all that good stuff. The Hogue Commission, it's supposed to table a report last December, 2024 December, so they have a little bit more than 1 year. And we know that the Commission's mandate, on the other hand, has been expanded to cover first India in November 2023, and then subsequently NSICOP report in June 2024. So more to look at, still very narrowed mandate, and then the time doesn't change much until Judge Hogue actually asked for a month extension. So with all that backdrop in place, the Liberal government also had decided to pick, of all people, instead of a professional national security expert, professors or senior bureaucrats that's been handling international relations and all that, they've decided to pick an appeal court judge from Quebec, of all places. And we know that foreign interference has been happening a lot across Canada, but Quebec probably will have their own specific or very special view on the issue. And to ask a judge who professionally is supposed to assess whether things are meeting a very high judicial level, she's tasked to look at this very narrow, but yet not enough time to cover commission. So that's why I said I am disappointed as expected. I didn't expect much to start with. If you recall at the beginning, there were also allegations that she's just a puppet for Justin Trudeau and the Liberal government. And because she didn't even grant, I believe it was the Conservative Party as a participant status with the lawyers and resources and all that. But thankfully, she did have a change of heart and then allow the Uyghurs and other human rights organizations to be provided with resources like that. But I still didn't expect too much from this. And I'm glad, Bob, to tell you that I wasn't disappointed too much. But I'm in disappointment as kind of as expected.